Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight on Coach's Corner East. I'm Mike Sparks, your host. I'm at the Pizza Hut in Gallion here on the 9th of February as we get to wrap up winter sports here in just a couple weeks and spring into spring sports. And since we're at Pizza Hut, wishing everybody a very happy National Pizza Day today. So hopefully everybody's enjoying pizza. The Colonel Crawford swim team is going to be enjoying some Pizza Hut pizza here in a little bit, as is the boys basketball team from Crestline High School. They're also on the show. No Gallion representation tonight as they have senior night at their boys basketball game, and all senior coaches and players need to be present, so no Gallion portion of the show tonight. We're brought to you in part by Steve Kurtzman and Associates at Innovative Recycling, 352 South Street in Gallion, Candy Bolin of Bolin Realty, 2 blocks west of the Uptown Gallion Square, John Cross at Cross Carpet and Custom Floors, 302 North Seltzer Street, downtown Crestline, as well as Terry Gribble and Associates at your Gallion Community Center YMCA, Dr. Erica Schieber at Bucyrus Veterinary Service, 222 West Mary Street, Rod Steiger and Associates at Pizza Hut here in Gallion and Bucyrus, host of our show since 1992, and Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery and Signs, sponsor of our foam board t-shirt. First up tonight, it's the boys and girls swimming team from Colonel Crawford High School. It's Coach Shelli Ashley and Assistant Coach Jen Price here. Thanks a lot for coming back. And
you're welcome.
It's not Christmas, although there's snow out there, but as coaches of a really successful swim program, it's probably, you would call this the most wonderful time of the year, isn't it?
Sometimes, yes. The most nerve-wracking time of the year, I would say. Everybody's nervous, excited.
Right.
It's a little both.
Yeah, so you get through the regular season, and just looking at recent meets, kind of breaking that down between girls and boys, at the North Central Ohio Swim League and NCO SL Championship, recently won the 6th title. That's pretty impressive. And when we talked a couple times that you were here before, you kind of expected that, didn't you, because of the group that you have?
For the girls, I was pretty confident, but we actually had 2 of our top girls out.
Right.
So it was not as convincing as we would have hoped, and our the whole team had to come together for that win. That wasn't just, hey, my top level swimmers are doing great. That was, everybody had to pitch in order for us to get that win.
But maybe that's okay when you have to rely on people that maybe you didn't expect to be your top to still result in a championship and kind of bring the people that maybe not are at the star level up to that level.
Oh,
that can be a really good thing, especially heading into the sectionals and things like that, I would think.
Absolutely.
You had made a comment to the Telegraph Forum. We have a small girls team this year, as is, with 12. Today we only had 10 with 2 of our best out, and for different reasons. But you swept the relays and kind of expected that as well?
I wasn't so sure. I mean, I tried to move them where I could. Without the 2, it was a little bit harder of a task, but I had some step up that, they've never swam in a relay with those girls, and I think it was a little bit of pressure. They were a little nervous that they were going to let them down, and they were rock stars. So, I just think they did awesome.
Yeah, you were missing Katie Haniff and Riley Ritzoff. They weren't available, but Emily Wallace, Hanna Ratcliff really stepped up in those relays. And did you tell them ahead of time, hey, listen, I know this is maybe outside your comfort zone, but I trust you, I believe in you that you can get this done?
Absolutely, and Hanna is swimming injured this season, so technically speaking, she was supposed to not be in 3 race. Like, we've only been doing 2 because I didn't want her. And she was like, I'll do 3. I'm going to do 3 to help the team. And so she did, and, we went with it. She did awesome.
Good, and that's the epitome of having a team player for sure.
Oh, for sure.
No question about it. Abby Martin, Maddy Keller, Kayla Payne, and Ashton Rickel all did their jobs as well. And you're looking to have some All-Ohioans in your relays, aren't you?
I'm hoping so. That's the goal. We've been training and tapering down, and I think they're ready.
Good. Boys side, they finished runner-up to Upper Sandusky. Upper finished with 322 points, 21 better than your 301. And again, mentioned to the Telegraph Forum, we had 3 boys jump into the top 10 list today, and I have never had that in my 4 years of coaching, have a boy do that. And how special did that feel after that was over?
It's awesome because we've tried since year 1 to have a boy get into that. So many of them stepped up and swam really, really well, and I have some, I'll call one of them out, Lane Kaczynski, he's here today, but he, last season was, no offense to Lane, but not anybody like that you would normally talk about in the, hey, he's gonna get in a relay kind of thing. And he, in the off season, has taken it to another level and changed his work, the way he's working in practice, and he's in an A relay,
Hard work
hoping to
pays
head to
off.
district, so for sure.
Good. Hard work pays off for sure.
Yeah.
Freshman Landon Suter swam 6th fastest time in program history in the 200 free at 1:54.73 and 9th best in the 100 back at 59.79. And speak about Brandon Rowland, Nate Eachus, Jacob Awbrey, Kean Shipman, and Lane, as you mentioned, all had solid races as well. So really a really good day. Granted, we know that there's not a lot of teams in that, but still, to do that with authority and to have the boys do what they did, you got to be pretty doggone happy.
They swam as a team and they rocked it. I couldn't have asked for more. They had some great times, and I think some of them were disappointed we didn't win the championship, but there was nothing to hang their heads on. They swam as a team and did awesome. Yeah,
very good. If you hand a microphone there to Assistant Coach Jen Price. Coach Price, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And
thank you.
One of the earlier times that you folks were here, I had kind of previewed some events that were coming up, and I mentioned the GIPE relays at Port Clinton, and you always said, and Coach Ashley said, that's one we really look forward to. It's a lot of fun. How was that event this year for you?
It was fun. It was a little bit different. They usually run a prelim finals meet, and because of the weather as it was, at least we got to go. And they just ran a straight meet with timed finals, and everybody had a good day. It was a fun day.
Were you happy with the times that both the boys and girls had?
Yeah, it was nice. It was kind of a little bit more relaxed, not such a stressful getting ready for this week kind of meet.
If I remember correctly, didn't I hear something about a dress up or something that you do? Or
oh yes, the boys wear girls suits to warm up, and the girls they wear their tights. And,
okay.
Yeah.
So just as you say, a little more relaxed and not as intense, and maybe a good icebreaker as you get prepared to go into the tournament, which will be all out intensity for sure. So,
right.
Yeah, and as you watch them go through their paces and you're putting them through the workouts and that, can you just see mindset and physical and mental side, they're ready to go. And this is the go time now. This is where you make hay, and they're ready to go.
Absolutely. They worked hard and they're ready.
Good, very good. We're going to talk to a bunch of young people around the table. We're brought to you in part by Don Barn Associates at Galleon Building and Loan Bank, Matt Studer at Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Kia 1 mile east of the Richland Mall, Mark Osborne and Associates at E-Crane International serving worldwide markets from the Galleon Industrial Park, Stephen Chuck Keller, Keller Auto Parts, your Napa dealer, Uptown Galleon and Crestline, Marie Mounts at the Platinum Insurance Agency, your progressive agent, 131 Harding Way East, Uptown Galleon, and Joe Klein and Associates at the Galleon office of First Federal Bank of Ohio. First up, it is Maddy Keller, and she begged me to go first tonight. She just wants to talk so bad. Maddie, it's good to see you again. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing really well. Really great performance as the way it sounds. Were you happy overall with what you did in the championship?
Yeah, I was really happy. I was really happy with my team, especially the girls that stepped up to work hard for that championship.
Yeah, that's got to be difficult as we spoke to not really be in that kind of environment. Say, hey, by the way, I'm tapping you on the shoulder. We need you today. That has to be pretty special and pretty fulfilling. How does that kind of scenario, in your opinion, make you ready for sectionals, districts, and state, hopefully?
I think it made us more ready because it was kind of one of the more important meets of the season. So it got us in the mindset that we need to be really focused and working hard.
Practices, and I was going to ask Coach about this, but I want to ask you particularly, is it starting to tune back a little bit now?
Yeah.
Not as intense, but still going through the paces that you have to do to be prepared for this?
Yeah, we're on taper, so it's like a lot of sprints on like slow times, all out, and then like a lot of long cool downs.
Okay, you feel pretty good physically? I mean,
Yeah.
you're in a good spot right now. Other than the normal aches and pains and things that goes through in a long season, you're in good shape?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good.
And mind-wise, are you in the right place?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready to just get on and get after it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck. I hope you go deep into the tournament, get down to Canton, and
Thank you.
get on that All-Ohio list.
Thank you.
You bet. Next up, Hanna Ratliff is a senior here. Hanna, thanks for coming. Get the tie here. And I appreciate you coming, and boy, what a nice testimony from your coach there that, you've been injured, but you said, I want to be part of this. I want to be make this team successful. That had to just certainly make her feel good. Where did that come from? It's just because you're a senior and this is what you wanted to do?
Yeah, kind of. And I know that, like, the seniors this year, this would have been, like, 4 straight league titles for them. So in order to, like, get their 4th one, I was like, I need to step up and fill in the shoes that aren't there.
Did you notice the pain, though, going through that? That, boy, I know this hurts, but I have to do it?
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. So with that pain, are you going to be able to compete as many races as you normally do once you get now into the tournament?
No, I can always still swim too.
Swim too. Which two are you going to be doing?
The 50 free and the medley relay.
Okay, and they're your stronger ones?
Yeah.
All right, which one's stronger?
Probably my 50 free.
50 free, okay. How far do you think you can make? Can you make it to Canton, do you feel?
I don't know. We'll see.
You're going to give it a go for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck and congratulations. And I'm telling you, you keep that mindset when you get in the working world, it's going to take you places because not everybody will step up in those type of situations. So I give you a ton of credit for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Next up, it is Ashtyn Rickel, a freshman, and welcome back. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
And you also had a really nice championship. And how were the things at Guype? Did you do really well there up at Port Clinton too?
Yeah, and it was a really fun meet, fun experience.
Yeah, you had not done that as a freshman. You had not done that before. It was your first one. What did you really take out of that you enjoyed so much?
I think the team bonding was the best part of that.
Yeah, and it's probably teams that you don't normally swim against, right?
Yes, they were different teams.
Yeah, who was like some of the stiffest competition?
Port Clinton probably. They had
Yeah,
some really fast girls.
I see them on Twitter all the time. I don't know why I follow them. I just do, and they're always showing that big team too, right? A lot of participants on there, and it was their home. How was that pool? Did you like that pool there?
It was a little different, but
In what way?
the starting blocks were up a little bit higher.
Okay.
But
But hey,
Just a little bit.
so now it's your first experience in high school with a successful program going into the tournament. How are the nerves right now for you?
it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I can imagine, and that's normal because I've always said if you're not nervous, you don't care, right? If you just didn't care, you wouldn't be nervous about it. But are you ready to go? Do you feel in a good spot right now?
I feel like I'm in a good spot right now.
Yeah, physically and mentally?
Yeah.
All right, well, have a great first-time experience in high school, hopefully many more to come, and hopefully, as so many of you can get down to Canton, that'd be a great experience. Thanks for coming, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next up, Lane Kaczynski, I apologize, junior, and sounds like you had a really nice championship, albeit you guys didn't win it, came in second, but what a nice response and what the things that you did and how much you improved. What was it that kind of just drilled into your mind, say, hey, I don't want to repeat my sophomore year, I want to be better?
My freshman year, I did, like, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing
It's a
special.
friend, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then sophomore year, I just, like, plateaued, and I didn't want that again. So I just, put in the effort before and during the season.
How much was it weight training and how much was it just refining your stroke and just trying to get quicker times?
A lot of both. Weight always helps with, like, strength and propelling yourself. And then I had a really bad form, so I just had to focus on that and work on what I could.
Can you get too big for swimming? I mean, too thick, too muscular?
Yeah.
That can't happen?
Yeah.
So you don't want to get that at all?
No.
Okay. So now going into the tournament, this boys team has come a long way and has some nice seniors on it. Are you guys ready to go and kind of take some names in this tournament run?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how we all do.
What's going to be your best race going into the tournament?
Probably the 53.
Okay, very good. Good luck to you, have fun, and congratulations. Jacob Awbrey is next, and it's good to see you again. I'm glad you came back. And last time, heading into the tournament as a senior, right?
Yep.
And if I remember, is this your first year swimming or not?
No, this is my third.
Third year, okay, so you've been through this before. Do the nerves get to you still as a senior, or do you just kind of blot those out and say, hey, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to get this done?
I mean, I feel like you said, if you care, you're always going to be a little nervous, but definitely different from sophomore, junior year, whereas it's kind of more composed and you know what you have to do. So going into it's a lot easier.
I love that word. That's a great word, composed. And maybe you're nervous inside, but you don't show it. And
Kind of put the game face on.
yeah.
Do what needs to be done.
You don't want your competition to know that you're shook up.
No.
So, and that's That's maturity. That's because you've gone through this before and you understand that. So, so when it comes down to the actual race, endurance, you feel pretty good. Endurance-wise, you're going to be able to do what's asked of you to do.
Yeah, for sure. Different from previous years. I just feel a lot more in shape. You know, put more effort into it, trying to really get done what it needs to be.
Well, and you probably, because of your experience, you're swimming smarter in that, well, I'm not going to just try to empty the tank right out of the gate. I need to hang on to a little bit because I want to finish strong. And that's that maturity that you talk about. Well, I hope you have a great tournament experience and finish out your senior year strong.
Thank you.
You bet. Next up, we have Caleb Chrisman, also a senior. Welcome back. I'm glad to have you.
Yep.
Disappointed, I'm sure, that you didn't win the championship, but how proud were you going up against a really solid Upper Sandusky team and just coming 21 points short?
I mean, I was pretty proud about that. You know, I think we did really good as a team, and we all tried pretty hard. So
When you get into the tournament, will the guys' side, because I know where the girls' talent is, will the guys' side be stronger in the relays or the individuals, in your opinion?
in my opinion, I think we're pretty well-rounded, but I really think our relays were a lot better.
That's where you're going to get your points.
Yeah.
Okay. And sectionals coming up, where are the sectionals at?
Malabar.
Malabar. Do you like that pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then hopefully Bowling Green?
Yeah.
And then hopefully down to Canton. That would
Yeah.
be the plan.
That's
What
the
a great
plan.
way to finish your year.
Yeah.
What is your best race going to be as you go into the tournament?
I think my best race is going to be my 50 free.
Okay, and what do you need to be at, do you think, to move on?
Probably in the like 22s, 24s.
24s? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you gotten there this year?
I'm at 25.6 is my best, but I've been feeling really good in the pool, so
Good.
we'll see.
Good. Well, best of luck to you. Enjoy that and have a great experience.
Thank you.
You bet. Finally, we have Evan Price as a senior, and it's good to have you back. And
It's good to see you.
Can you believe it's almost coming to an end?
It's been a long time, and it feels like it could go on for another 7 years of swimming, honestly.
You wish it could, right?
I wish it could.
Yeah. How was the Guyte for you? Did you really enjoy it? Was that a fun meet to go to?
It was an interesting pool, to say the least. I had a lot of fun. The boys all had a lot of fun with our little dress-up session.
Is it kind of weird putting on something that you normally wouldn't put on, or?
Definitely an experience.
But it's fun that you can have an atmosphere like that and do that. But now it's, as Jacob says, it's time to put your game face on. This is when you really set everybody apart, and it's time, not that you weren't serious there, but it's time to step up. And this is what Colonel Crawford Swimming is known for, and it's time to react accordingly. Mind-wise, are you in the right place and ready to go?
I'm definitely ready for this meet.
Okay. And what is your best race going to be?
500 for sure.
And what do you need to be at?
Need to be at around 550.
550. And you think that's within reach?
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to see a lot of good competition at this sectional, you think?
It's definitely going to be a sight to behold.
Okay. All right. Great job. I appreciate it. Well, thanks for coming. I do appreciate it very, very much. Take another break here before we talk to Coach Ashley. Show's brought to you in part by the Burkhart Farm Center, Burkhart family at the Burkhart Farm Center, your Case IH dealer straight west of Gallion on the Manette New Winchester Road. Mike Klein at Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, and Marion. Sweet Baby Ray Jones, Davey's little brother at Ohio Door and Sash, 120 South Street in Gallion, as well as Lee Plymore and Brad Seibert at the Plymore Insurance Group, Gallion and Bucyrus, North Central State College, Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center, North Walnut Street across from the courthouse in Bucyrus, and Phil and Sue Schreck at Phil's Deli, just east of the Pizza Hut at the bridge here in Gallion. And I'll turn the microphone back over. Thank you so much. And okay, Coach. Well, like I said, it's go time now. And sectionals are Saturday. Is that correct?
It is.
At Malabar. How many teams will be there? Do you know?
Oh, you asked me too fast. Somewhere around 10, I don't know.
Okay. Now, can a team, either boys or girls, can they win a sectional championship?
No, they don't score the sectional.
They don't do that.
They
Okay.
do score districts, but not sectionals.
Is it possible that someone goes to the sectional and doesn't get out and doesn't go on to the district? Is that possible?
It's definitely possible. We normally take, I think the most I've had is 5 boys maybe go.
Okay.
And this year I think will be, so my first year coaching 4 years ago, we had 1 boy go. And I think this year we're gonna have more boys than girls, which is a first.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's kinda cool.
You know, I'd asked Maddie the question about kind of tuning back practices. What has it been for you and Coach Price of what you've been telling your team, hey, save a little bit?
Well, I mean, I always tell them on taper, if you can sit down, sit down. Don't go crazy. Don't be sledding. Don't be all these things. They've kind of taken it to another level. It's kind of funny and entertaining. I have stories from parents of they won't do dishes because they're on taper, and they won't walk to dinner because they're on taper. And today they tried not to put in the lane ropes because they're on taper, but I didn't let that happen. So they use it to their advantage for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And then next week, let's hope that a lot of swimmers are going to go up to Bowling Green. And when I've talked to them before, they always like going up there. It's a special place, isn't it?
It's a magical pool for us. We always swim well there. It's a great pool.
And really good competition as well.
Very good.
Yeah, for sure. And then that finishes up the last week of the month on, is it the 26th? Is
24th and 25th, I believe.
24th, 25th.
Is prelim and finals for state.
Okay, so that, is it hard to believe for both of you, this is coming to an end? It's such a grind, it's such a long season.
It is. I mean, it's such a long season, but these are my first group of freshmen, so this is going to be sad for me.
Yeah, well, good point. Yeah, it's like losing a child, so to speak. I guess
Yeah.
maybe not in the same way, but,
Yeah. Hopefully they'll come back and still see.
yeah, absolutely. But then you have someone like this young lady down here that you can have for many years, so it's just a freshman, so that's really good stuff. Well, all of you, congratulations on a great, successful year. Continue to make memories, and especially you seniors, go out on a high note, enjoy the experience, and hopefully get a lot of all Ohioans on the wall up there at Colonel Crawford.
We hope so. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you coming. We're going to take a break. It's time for Crestline basketball, coming off a big win against Winford. We'll talk about that right after this time out.